by MyBookSummary.com. Get ready for quick wisdom of countless stories and explore. Padlito the Sea by Hollingsworth. A dream carved in wood. On a cold winter's day, in the rugged wilderness of Canada, a young boy, full of hope and dreams, sits by the crackling fire in a cozy cabin. He's been busy for hours, carving a figure with great care, his eyes shining with purpose. This figure is no ordinary toy. It is a tiny canoe, delicately painted with bright colors, and inside it sits a small carved figure. The boy lovingly names it Paddle to the Sea. He dreams of sending it on an incredible journey, a voyage from the small stream near his home to the vast ocean. He believes that if he sets it free on the water, it will find its way to the Atlantic Ocean, just as the rivers and lakes of Canada flow to the sea. With great care, the boy inscribes the canoe with a simple message: "Please put me back in the water. I am Paddle to Sea." Then, as the spring thaw begins to melt the winter's ice, he places the canoe on the hillside. The water, he hopes, will guide it on its long journey. Little does he know, this small wooden traveler will embark on an epic adventure that will take it through forests, towns, and mighty rivers, all the way to the ocean. The first step, a journey begins. As the snow melts and the first signs of spring emerge, the little canoe is released into a small stream near the boy's cabin. The tiny boat, with the boy's hopes and dreams engraved upon it, is soon swept away by the current. It moves slowly at first, barely making a ripple, but the stream begins to widen, and soon the canoe is carried downstream, its voyage officially underway. Along the way, Paddle to the Sea faces its first obstacle, a curious beaver. The beaver, fascinated by the little boat, nudges it with his paws, sending it into a swirl of water. But the canoe is not deterred. It moves on, carried further along the stream. The journey, after all, is not just about the destination. It's about the experiences along the way, the forces of nature, and the kindness of strangers. Eventually, the stream leads the canoe to a small sawmill. A lumberjack notices the little craft and, intrigued by its delicate design, carefully picks it up. As he reads the message, he understands the boy's hope. With great respect for the boy's wish, the lumberjack gently places the canoe back in the stream, letting it continue its journey into the Great Lakes, a wider world. Paddle to Sea soon finds itself entering the vast, deep waters of Lake Superior. The once small, quiet stream now opens into the enormous expanse of one of the largest freshwater lakes in the world. As the canoe drifts farther into the lake, it faces new challenges: huge waves, the constant winds, and the powerful forces of nature. Yet the canoe, just like the adventurer it symbolizes, presses on, undeterred by the challenges in its path. On the shores of the lake, fishermen spot the canoe. One fisherman, noticing the craftsmanship, picks it up and inspects it. After marveling at the beauty of the little boat, he repairs a small crack that has appeared on its side, then releases it back into the lake. The kindness of strangers is a constant theme in the canoe's journey, a reminder that even when the world seems vast and overwhelming, there are people who recognize the importance of small acts of goodwill. Paddle to the Sea drifts on, passing through bustling harbors and isolated shores. At one point, it encounters a forest fire. The smoke billows across the lake, casting an eerie shadow over the water. Yet the canoe continues its journey, rising and falling with the waves, undeterred by the dangers of the world around it. Through it all, the canoe remains a silent witness to the power of nature, the changing seasons, and the unpredictable events of the world. The Niagara Falls, a test of strength and will. As Paddle to the Sea moves on, it eventually reaches the mighty Niagara Falls. The canoe has already journeyed far, but now it faces its greatest test. The roar of the falls grows louder, and the water's current becomes increasingly stronger. The tiny canoe, so delicate and small, seems almost powerless against the force of the water that is pulling it towards the edge of the falls. But the canoe, just like the true adventurer it is, does not give up. It is swept up by the fierce current and plummets over the edge of Niagara Falls, the world's most powerful waterfall. For a moment, it seems as though the journey might be over. The canoe is tossed around by the turbulence of the water, the roar of the falls deafening in its tiny wooden ears. But against all odds, it survives. When Paddle to the Sea emerges from the mist below the falls, it is still intact. It has passed through the most treacherous part of its journey, and yet, despite the perils, it has emerged stronger than ever. The falls, symbolizing both the dangers and wonders of nature, have proven that even the most daunting obstacles can be overcome with determination and the will to continue. A brief respite, the Museum of Wonders. After surviving the falls, Paddle to the Sea continues its journey, now moving through the waters of the St. Lawrence River. The river is wide and deep with powerful currents, but the canoe remains steady, slowly making its way toward the sea. It's clear that this journey has transformed the little boat into more than just a piece of carved wood. It has become a symbol of perseverance, of adventure, and of the enduring spirit of exploration. However, the canoe's journey takes an unexpected turn when it is picked up by a man who finds it on the banks of the river. The man, recognizing the inscription on the canoe, decides to preserve it. For a time, Paddle to the Sea is displayed in a museum, its journey paused but never forgotten. It remains a reminder to all who see it of the boy's dream and the incredible adventure it undertook. A second chance, released back into the water. Years pass, and Paddle to Sea is forgotten by most. But one day, a boy visits the museum, his eyes drawn to the canoe. He recognizes the story, the message, and the adventure it represents. He knows, just like the boy who carved the canoe so many years ago, that it belongs in the water. The boy releases the canoe back into the river, giving it the chance to complete its journey. The canoe, once again set free, is carried by the waters of the St. Lawrence River. It has endured so much: storms, currents, and even the seemingly impossible challenge of Niagara Falls. But now it is on its final leg. Paddle to the Sea drifts through the river, finally reaching the wide expanse of the Atlantic Ocean. Final destination, the ocean awaits. After a long and perilous journey, Paddle to the Sea reaches the great Atlantic Ocean. The vast expanse of water stretches out before it, and the canoe feels the embrace of the endless sea. The boy's dream has come true. The tiny canoe has traveled thousands of miles, passed through forests, met strangers, survived the roar of Niagara Falls, and reached the vast ocean. In the end, Paddle to the Sea is a story of perseverance and adventure. It is a testament to the strength of the human spirit and the kindness of strangers, and a reminder that even the smallest of actions can have a ripple effect across the world. Conclusion: the power of small acts and great dreams. Paddle to the Sea is more than just a story about a carved canoe. It's a journey that teaches us about the power of dreams, the kindness of strangers, and the resilience needed to face the challenges life throws at us. Like the boy who carved the canoe, we all have dreams that seem far away, sometimes impossible. But as Paddle to the Sea shows us, it's not about how far we go or the obstacles we face. It's about the journey itself, the people we meet along the way, and the willingness to continue moving forward, no matter the odds. This story, rich with nature's beauty and the spirit of adventure, leaves us with a simple but powerful message. Every journey, no matter how small, is worth taking. And just like Paddle to the Sea, we too can find our way to the vast oceans of possibility if we simply set our course and let the water carry us. Stay tuned for more enlightening content. Head over to www.mybookssummary.com. Don't forget to subscribe and share the magic with friends, and let's grow together through the power of books and interesting stories.